This is D's15 and welcome back to another episode of the Late Night Heroes series where we spotlight a different playable hero within Heroes of the Storm for each episode. Today we'll be taking a look at Sonya, the Wandering Barbarian. She's a melee warrior who up until the last patch was rarely seen in most higher end league play. Oftentimes you'd see her be used as a hybrid damage hero that functioned more as a heavy lane pushing specialist. Her tanking stats and abilities were nothing to write home about, but now with the latest warrior rebalancing from the Eternal Conflict patch, she's worth taking a second look so long as you have the right team build. She becomes particularly appealing with a 2-tank team. She makes her an excellent counter against high damage assassins that tend to hide behind the front lines. She tanks best by making a big target and trying to assist your assassins by taking out high value targets quickly. Now let's take a look at the abilities in the selection screen and then we'll focus on talents, tactics, and gameplay during a quick match. Her Q is Ancient Spear. This will launch a spear that will pull you towards the target, as opposed to, say, Stitch's hook that will actually pull the target towards you. This will deal damage and stun them briefly. It's more of an interrupt than it is a true stun. You're not going to sit there or keep them in place for too terribly long. And oftentimes I find as soon as you hit that, you don't auto damage or auto attack quite as quickly as I would like. But its primary purpose is to get you close to a target, and then it allows you to automatically generate fury. So as long as you hit a target, whether it be a minion or a hero, it will gain you fury. And fury is her trait. So her trait is no mana, it's not energy, it's fury. Just like a lot of the Blizzard games with a warrior or a barbarian, you generate fury by taking damage and attacking. So as long as you're in combat, you'll typically be able to generate fury. And Ancient Spear is a great way to go ahead and get that started. It's a great way to leap into combat. Snag an enemy. You can attack through a barrier or a partition, and this will pull you towards them and get you right into the fight. Seismic Slam is her W. This will deal 100 damage to the target and 25 damage to the enemies behind it. You have to select a target though. You can't just auto attack or auto select the ground and it will do a wave in front of you. You actually have to have a primary target, and then it will create a damage path directly in a straight line between you and that target and then behind the target. It has a very quick cooldown of 1 second, so you can repeat this pretty quickly so long as you have the fury to sustain it. So this can be your primary single target damage, or if you spec into it later, it can be a great AoE tool as well. Her E is Whirlwind. This will allow you to basically spin in place for 3 seconds and deal damage to everything within the area of effect, and also heals you for 25% of the damage dealt. So, or double 50% for heroes, but this is your primary means as a warrior of regenerating your health. So if you use this properly, you can basically sit in combat with a large minion group around you and hopefully some heroes and just kind of plug away at this thing. It does cost 40 fury, so it's not something you can do constantly over and over again unless you have a large fury pool. But it is something that will be your primary health regeneration. I find that when using it, it doesn't give you as much health as a lot of the other warrior talents that are designed to actually build you health. But it does do something, and it allows you to stay in combat. Our first heroic ability is Leap. This will basically launch you into the air. You can use it to charge in, or you can use it to retreat. And it does damage within a small area or directly around the landing path, and it'll stun the enemies that you land on for 1.5 seconds. I find that this is much more of a stun as opposed to Ancient Spear, which is more of an interrupt. So this is a great way to launch yourself into combat, or to kind of if you can engage in the front line and then leap past to the back line, it really puts them on their heels so long as you don't have a good frontline push from your enemy. Because if you have more than one melee assassin, you may find yourself putting your damage dealers in too much jeopardy, and they can get a little rattled and you find yourself all by your lonesome surrounded by the entire enemy team, and then it's just done. So you have to be careful when using Leap. Wrath of the Berserker is a ability. It's your sort of general berserker type of talent that you see throughout Blizzard. It's the kind of thing that will increase damage dealt, reduce the ability of the enemy team to produce stuns, silences, or any type of slow effect on you. It lasts for 15 seconds and extends by 1 second for every 10 fury gained. So if you pop Wrath of the Berserker while in combat, throw an Ancient Spear, you automatically have gained 4 seconds. And it's a great way to kind of continue a high damage output. It's not going to be that instant damage dealt like Leap will, that automatically causes a bunch, but it allows you to sustain a little bit more in damage. And I think it doesn't reduce, no, it doesn't reduce damage, but there are some talents later on that give you a little more tankability and sustainability that you can kind of go into. So that's an option if you have a big brawly build, or if you're the only melee warrior in a quick match and you just happen to be, you know, the default tank, then that's not a bad way to go. You can make an argument for Leap or for Wrath of the Berserker depending on your role. I often still find myself using Leap. In the same way that Johanna uses her falling sword, you can use Leap. So I still think it's a viable tool to use while in a tanking mode, but it kind of depends on your situation. If you have a lot of stuns out there, maybe going Wrath of the Berserker is not a bad idea, particularly if you're the solo tank. If you're running a 2-tank team, Leap I still think is the best option because it can get you into the back line. So overall, I like to consider her a melee specialist. She's not quite a tank, but she's not quite an assassin still, even with the rebalancing. She can certainly bully her way into a lane, but if her health pool gets behind your opponent, you'll find yourself retreating early and often, and ultimately requiring assistance from your allies to get back on track. Conversely, if you can establish yourself in a lane and set up shop, you'll be hard to unseat. Just watch your back because she lacks any escapability if you overextend, save for a Leap, and that's utilizing a heroic. You'll simply have to fight your way out and hope that you can self-heal through it with your whirlwind. So the match I'm going to show you is actually a 2-tank team, and it actually really shows how she can be used in the current meta to pretty good effect. You'll find that our damage isn't going to be quite as good as the other team, but the way that this sets up is actually how you might find a 2-tank team versus a single tank team that's built around your standard sort of high heal, high damage output sort of style of gameplay. So it actually works out pretty well, but let's not waste any more time. Let's show you what happens.
My blades are yours.
And we're here in Blackheart's Bay. Someone needs a goblin. Let's kill a goblin. We'll just auto attack him because, yeah. So we have a very interesting build. We have Kerrigan, Falstad, Diablo, Malfurion, and myself as Sonya. So that is a 2-warrior build that we have, which is not too shabby. One thing that we may want to do is everyone should probably head towards this area. Versus Nubarak, Zagara, Rhaegar, Zeratul, and Kael Thoth. So that's more your standard team build versus a double warrior build, which Sonya is really pretty good at, you know? If there's one thing that she could be good at, it is this. So I think it's a pretty good setup for us. It's... oh, damn it. Okay, that's okay. Yep. Okay, so we're going to get out of there. The one thing that you could do, and I've seen it before, is, you know, with a double warrior build, or at least 2 melees, you can consider... oh! Steal! Early steal. Look at that. Wonderful. I love it. Okay, so we're going to head to the top. One thing you can do is if you have a really aggressive play with multiple melees, you can go ahead and try and get the boss on a very early pickup. If you go back to the Heroes of the Storm actual YouTube site, you can actually see a pretty solid video of Goon Squad versus Cognitive, and how they decided to go, or how Cognitive decided to go with a Butcher Rush towards the actual boss here. Very, very ballsy play. It's not something that I would recommend, except in the most seasoned hands, but you can do it. It is a viable strategy. It's just, it takes a lot out of you, you know? So I think that it's an option. It's not my first choice. It's possible though, because, you know, all you need is a healer up in this top lane, and then a strong melee, preferably with a strong healing ability. Go in there and try and do some work against them. Healer kind of maintains the lane, watches out so that you don't get, you know, bull rushed, and then you just kind of hang out, do a little bit of damage on the guy, and make sure you get healed. Nope, didn't make it. That was close though. So for my first choice, I went with Warpaint. I think that gives you great lane sustainability. Ooh, okay. Nope. Almost got both of us. So we are going to get out of there before that comes at us. And we survived. Hopefully we can regroup. I see ya. Yep. Okay, come on. I want to stay away from him. But we do have a very solid ability to actually push. Just gotta make sure, or not really just to push, but to bully the lane. Okay, I'm just gonna poke him. I'm not gonna try to engage. You really can't engage too well with the ancient spear against someone who's that mobile. Whee! Okay, time to get away. Boop! Alright, so with this, I'm thinking about going with that. Because I want to increase my ability to actually do a little bit of damage over time. Oh, I don't like this. Aha, you missed. Damn it, he hit. I guess that is a true strike, isn't it? Oh, and he's got Cigar on the top lane. I'm not a fan of that. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that'll swing things for us in our favor.
Your flesh is weak.
Nope. Okay. Cigar's just up top.
Agreed.
Okay. Sure. Oh, what do you take me for, an idiot? Oh, the bastard. Got away from me. Oh! Run away. Run away. Give me a heal. Ho ho. Ho ho. Oh! Dodging. Going all dodger on him. Really would like to get some pickups here. I hope that our bottom lane is doing that, because I know that we aren't. Come on, move, get the orb. There we go. Now hopefully, come on, get her. There you go. I got a hearth out. I'm not. Oh well. Nope, not worth it. Not worth it. We're looking for an advantage, not a disadvantage. Come on, guys. Okay, so I don't have any coins right now. How much do we have? Turn it in. Still not enough. I'm gonna go down here. And the other benefit of having the 2 warrior build is that you can really try and push the mercenary camps. You know, with the 2 warriors, you have someone who can kind of sit in there and kind of sustain some damage. I may not have enough damage to actually take this one though. Nope, doesn't look like it. Oh, ooh, we don't want to be out there in the middle of all that. We just don't have the strength. Oh well, we had a shot. I kind of went in there with a little bit lower health than I really should have. Alright, so we're going to continue to increase our spear because we have Diablo down there and we need to do a little bit of damage. The other option is, if you are the solo tank, and may God have mercy on your soul, is that you can go with the ferocious healing. Ooh. Don't want to hop into that, do we? So you can go with that if you really wanted to. I'm, again, not the world's biggest fan of that, but you can do it. If you really wanted to, you could. Whoop! So let's crank this out, and remember, you got to use that seismic slam as much as possible with this, just because you are gonna. You had such a short cooldown. Nice, and return the favor. And as all these guys are kind of moving up, we are gonna go and try and engage them, try and show them what we can do here. Oh, you've just burrowed the wrong way, my friend. Or not. Or bad things. Or bad things. Apparently bad things. Okay. Whew. Well, we definitely need to try and get a lot more cohesion out of our group. For 2 reasons. One, we need to actually start pushing our lanes a little bit more effectively to try and maintain the XP that we can try and gather all at a time. So we need to try and maximize it as best as we can. The other thing is we need to try and do one of 2 things. One, oh, that son of a bitch. I see you. Come on, where is he? I bet he went back down that way. Damn it! Well, that's okay. We'll just kind of hang out right here. See if he comes into this area. Then we can jump on him. He might. He might. Oh, this is a perfect ganking opportunity on two fronts. On two fronts. Okay. So we're going to try it. We got to make sure that he's not going to go anywhere. Or at least he can't pull back on us. And no one from my team is here to help. That's what I love to see. Yay! Go team! Yay! Well, that didn't work out quite as I would have planned. He did do a pretty darn good Void Prison, but our team is just so scattered. They got Zagara working up there, so it's not looking too good for us right now. Let's see what we want. We want to go with Leap, Leap, Leap. I like Leap just because Wrath of the Berserker is great, but when you have two tanks, this one offers you just a little bit more damage, and I think it gives you a little bit more functionality out of it. Just a little bit more. Could go up top lane to try and... What are you doing? Okay, you could go top lane, try and stop her. Probably should have. Now that it's all open. I suspect that they're going right there. Because that's where I would go. And of course, I'm not going to have a single damn teammate go with me. No, no one's there. Okay. Alright then. Go there it goes. Alright. Well, I would otherwise suggest that they are probably going for one of those other camps. And or helping out Zagara in a short little while. But we're going to get the sight line. Make sure we can hold that. And then kill her. You can get our coins. Whee! Coinage! And then we're just going to whirlwind these guys down. Wind, wind, wind. Whirl, whirl, whirl. And then hopefully get a little bit of that. Try and get behind her again. Up! Toast! So I suspect that he's going to go wrapping around here. Our Falstad is well, kind of paying attention. So what we need to do is we need a split push. Excellent, excellent. Now we have a nice little coin advantage. Oh, I saw him. I saw him. So we got Zagara in the top lane still. But at least we're making some headway. And we're going to go ahead and pick up a little more defensive talents here. So hopefully we can pick up just a little bit more XP with us by taking out these turrets. And I suspect that if we can head on back here, Falstad's just, yeah, he's going to go there. So I need to go ahead and turn in because I have 6. And I like to die a lot. So we're going to try and turn in here. I am fully expecting to have a wild Zeratul appear from nowhere. Because, yep, that just is my luck. But oh, that's okay. That's okay here. So, oh, Kerrigan. It's a bad Kerrigan. I don't want to be that far out there. So maybe I'll just go here. Go ahead and take out these guys. If I can. Hopefully I can. I mean, I've gotten stronger since the last time I showed up here. All unprepared and such. Hurry up and kill one if I can. If I can, if I can. Come on, kill him. There you go. Now we can regain a little bit of health. And spend all that fury that we've been storing up. Boink. There we go. Excellent. So that's why I went ahead and went with them, because I knew that they were about to be taken. And maybe even turned in. I think someone's already turning in there. That's okay. So I am going to head up here. I want to get the sight line before I actually get to the doubloon camp. I do not like that very much. I'm going to go ahead and grab this so we can gain some type of reconnaissance advantage. Okay, that's fair enough. No! You whore! Oh! At least I was able to kill him pretty quick. Hey! There you go. No, no! Oh! Totally missed on that. Okay.
Looks like your foe beat you to it.
Oh, damn. Whirlwind! Come on, gimme. There we go, Oh, didn't do it. Didn't get it. That's okay. That is okay. So we're just going to try and pray that Zeratul doesn't come after us. And maybe we can get down this camp. Or this fort. Because we definitely need to make up some XP here. Because we are just getting rocked otherwise. And a boss run wouldn't be the world's worst idea, but it certainly wouldn't be the best. So I don't see him. I want to make sure. Nope, not there. So let us try and whoop. Oh, there we go. That's how it's done. We need to break him free. Or her. Alright, and then we're going to go Nerves of Steel, because we need to get some shit going. Oh, look at that. Now we're starting to get some XP rolling. Oh, I see a wild Zeratul down there again. Oh, stupid. Stupid. Wow, that thing is rolling. You got the Baneling extension cord going on. Okay. Oh, so close. Okay. I really hope Diablo's doing some work down there. Because we need it. Okay, so I suggest that we go back, we start falling back. Fall back, fall back. No need for any more of that. Whee! We start picking these guys up if we can, because the balloons are what's really going to help push us over the top, you know? We need it. We need to retreat. Retreat, retreat, retreat. Bastards. Okay, so how much do we have? We have 5. This is going to be dangerous. All kinds of dangerous. Oh, damn it. Just mistimed it. Just mistimed it. But I'm hoping that with Diablo here we might be able to get over the hump. Just maybe. Just maybe. Come on, stabby, stabby. And hopefully Malfurion can help us out. Oh, not quite. Not quite. Not quite there. We're close, though. We are very, very close. Retreat down to here. Retreat down to here. Yep, yep, yep. I agree. Yep. Nope, he's going Void Prison. There we go. That's okay. So we just got a posture. That's okay. There we go. Give me some fury. Yep, 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 yep. Get him, get Zeratul. And then we need to get out of there. Oh, Falstad's coming in for the win. Come on, get him, get him, get him, get him. Oh, oh, that was a solid, solid spike.
Agreed.
Where'd you go, sir? Okay, I don't necessarily think that's the best idea, but not the world's worst either. I see him. I see him. Okay. There we go. There we go. And there's our coins. There's the coins that we need.
I've had my fill of you.
Perfect. That's wonderful trap play right there. And I'm gonna go. Oops. I'm gonna go help him out if I can.
Forward.
Just before I get these guys. Hopefully we can get Zagara out of position, regain a little bit of our lead. And then I'm going to go right there. Nice. So we picked up a little bit of steam here, you know? It's a solid play between our group. We started to come together here, starting to play a little bit more, a little bit better in terms of our overall group cohesion. We just have to make sure that they don't turn into their full extent. Okay, that's okay. Oh! I don't want to get void prisoned here. No, what are you doing? Oh. Oh, I might die. I might die. There you go. Pick him up. Pick him up. Pick him up. If you're gonna die, die near friends. And then I got ignore pain. Probably should have hit nerves of steel. Damn. That would have been a solid pickup for me. Ooh. Maybe. Maybe. No. Nope. Get out of there. Get out of there. I'd get out of there. So we got a solid. Oh shit. We got some stuff moving. We got a nice little wave heading up top. Middle's not doing too terrible. Oh, gotta go for chest. Gotta go for the chest. Or go for the kill. Go for the kill, really. And slam behind it. Good. Solid work there, Diablo. We need support, though. Malfurion is not supporting. Not supporting. That is not how you support. But we are well on our way to picking up. And hopefully, what do we have? We could take down a keep on the next one. We are up 2 players as well. As long as we keep them from obtaining, we have a chance. We have a chance. I'm gonna go for this one. I got everything that I need. Hopefully we can get it here. So, gotta remember to use our abilities. It's always the way that I roll. Very, very bad. So, I would love it if I could get some help here. I just don't think that it'll happen in time. Nope. Oh, it will. Yay. Where are you? Oh. Oh, good. Good job with the hinterland blast. Oh, sir. Oh, damn, didn't make it. Okay, so all we gotta do is I gotta just make sure that he doesn't go that way. You go that way, I go this way. And then we'll find out where he is. There he is. He's down south. We got him. Good job. Solid work. Solid work, team. No! You son of a bitch! Oh, that Rhaegar, I swear. That's okay. We don't need to go chasing him. Let's go get some doubloon camps. No need to go chasing these people. We got them on their heels. We got them on their heels. We're definitely taking a lead. So with the combination of increased durability, as well as increased or maintaining our damage. Ooh, looks like we're putting pressure on the core. Could go in there, but we don't have the strength yet. You know, there's too many keeps up. We haven't kind of softened them up yet. I just am not too sure that we're gonna make that. Not yet. Maybe later, but not yet. Look at all that damage we're doing. Swing away. Not Leoric swing away, but still pretty good. And then some more doubloons. And a little more push. And then a little more turn in. Hang out with the group. I agree. Going for the boss is not a terrible idea. Okay, there's 4. So now we're up to 12. The other thing to consider is at the very least we shouldn't necessarily go for the... We should try and deny them the coins. You don't always have to get them, but not a bad idea. So if we go boss and then go for the bruiser camp, I think that's probably the smartest play. Keep them on their heels. I gotta stay out here. If I've been spotted, I cannot head in there. You gotta let them do what they do. I may end up, you know, I'm just gonna try and run a little bit of interference here. I fully suspect that they should know what we're doing. I mean, no one's on the bloody map. Oh, that was a total fail on that one. Oh, held him off just long enough. Hopefully I contributed. Oh, I'm feeling a maul or void prison here. Spread out. Spread out. Let us go here. I'm definitely feeling a little bit of that. Nope. Okay. Well, then how about we head to the bruiser camp? So they're going to try and escort him down. I'm going to try and maintain pressure. And then we're going to go all kinds of crazy on some whirlwinding. And then some nerves steals. So that I can maintain here. Try and kill him. And kill him. And then go whee! And then regain some furor. And then go smack. And go Alright. Whee! It's just fun to whirlwind, I have to say. So I am not... No, we might be able to get it. I bet we could. Either way, I'm okay with that. So I am going to just stay back just... fuck it, we're going to head in. I don't think we'll make it. That was a good game. Good, solid game. You saw how we were able to kind of maintain the group fights as long as we kind of worked our own advantages. And our advantages of the group were to try and stay alive, basically. If we had a double push with the double front of both the Diablo and Sonya, that's a lot of survivability coming their way. And we could take down and charge in a little bit more aggressively. Kind of the way that I played the Butcher. You had to kind of play Sonya, which you play the Butcher wrong, but you play Sonya right, which is charge in there, get stuff done, and then wait till your help arrives. Because as soon as you get towards the back line, towards the squishy, Kael'thas and more Zagara, you can do a lot of damage back there. And you have a lot of survivability while they can kind of nuke down the tank or the healer, whoever's up front. So they had a great team synergy. That is a solid model team for that type of map. Zagara allows you to be able to run around with the creep tumors. Anub'arak gives you stuns, solid warrior. Rhaegar is a frontline healer. Zeratul is a great melee. But you know what? We disrupted them because we were able to get to their back line, keep them off balance. We were able to push multiple fronts while having 2 tanks. If you see a good solid build like that, it's the way that you have to kind of go after it. And I went heavy DPS first to hold a lane with my talents, and then I went more of sustainability towards the end. And then I'm able to pop my cooldowns, which I didn't do great, but it's only quick match, not Hero League. And then you can kind of sustain, survive, and mitigate their damage. And I like Leap because, in particular for someone like Kael'thas, he tried to throw all this crap down on me. There's a moment where he had his Phoenix down, he was throwing gravity laps at me, and I just kind of jumped over it all, landed, and I got behind him. Even if I didn't land on him, I got behind him to try and refunnel him and flank them, to try and push them back towards the middle. If you can get to their back line with a double warrior, you can hold both fronts, and it makes it infinitely more difficult to try and defend against or create enough damage to do it against. We were down a DPS, but we still were able to manage to do pretty darn well. So that's kind of a great view of how a double warrior team can dominate, or not really dominate, but can win against a solidly built, just run-of-the-mill standard team. That is a very solid team that they put together, and we were able to do enough damage and survive long enough to do what we had to do. You can see Diablo and I clearly not first in terms of our damage that we put out, but we didn't have to be. It's a lot about corralling and trying to herd the enemy team more than it is anything else. We had our stuns, we had to try and keep them in check, and we've just funneled them towards our DPS, which Malfurion had the great ability to try and stun them. If they, with their team build, they had to go with either Uther or Rhaegar. If they had gone Uther, it might have been a little bit better for them, but this is a quick match, so they wouldn't have been able to take that pick. But Uther would have provided them an extra stun if they had the choice. Malfurion was great because he can root, and that's what really helped our team out, is having that extra rooting ability. So if you're trying to build a double warrior team, this is not a bad example to look at. You could have switched out Kerrigan for someone like Jaina and done still pretty darn well, but I like having her as a melee assassin because that gives you another stun ability. With Jaina, you do have the kind of the freezing, slowing abilities, but I like to actually root them in place, and that worked really well for us. So that was a very good kind of look at how Sonya works in the current meta for Eternal Conflict patch, and how she can contribute to a double warrior build. Worked to perfection, except when we died 3 times. But other than that, we did pretty well. Either way, I think we'll wrap things up for this session of our Late Night Heroes Guides and Builds. Please feel free to leave any comments below or message me directly. Of course, I appreciate any likes and or subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to take a look at some of the Hero League videos for ranked gameplay, as well as our slowly expanding library of other games. This has been DSnuff15. Thanks for watching, and we'll try and do better next time.